Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the GTX 1650 Super, as you can see here in MSI Afterburner and here in GeForce Experience with the Ryzen 7 3700X and 16 gigs of RAM. Kind of a little bit overkill for this GPU, but you guys with something like a Ryzen 5 2600 overclocked should be able to achieve the same frame rates that we're about to see in this video, because we are actually testing it in DirectX 12 mode this time around. Hi YouTube, we're carrying Chris. Yes, they are carrying me, guys, today, so thank you very much for joining. By the way, I'm gonna be playing at 1080p throughout this video, of course. Low, competitive, medium, no shadows, high with no shadows, and epic with no shadows. And DirectX 12 is in beta, of course, so we might experience some flickering issues and stuff like that. Let's do this. Alright everybody, we are here in the battle bus as always. 1080p, low settings of course to start off the video. And let's drop in the Whipping Woods. They know it, I know it, everybody knows that the Whipping Woods is the most amazing place in Fortnite to drop at, because it's the most demanding area of the map basically. And as I test GPUs, I like to test it in the most demanding area to see our like worst case scenario. In any other area of the map, you'll get like more FPS than the Whipping Woods because of the foliage and stuff like that. By the way, I'm gonna be counting the FPS average and 1% lows once we touch the ground. I'm not testing it right now because there are some stutterings that occur while we are dropping every single time that we're dropping in this game. So yeah, our 1% lows will probably be a little bit affected by that. And let's start our FPS counting system. I'm gonna be comparing it as well to DirectX 11 at the end of each run, and let's see. Okay, so ICZen is already down. Oh boy. Okay, so they're not carrying me after all. I'm gonna get that guy. I'm gonna try to get that guy. Ah, god damn it. Okay, what should we do, guys? What should we need to get that thing out of ICZen. We really need to do that, but I want to test my GPU as well, and I don't really want to die. I think my other guy, like the random guy that's with us, will get him, maybe. If he doesn't, I will have to. I'm gonna do it, buddy. You're safe with me. I'm gonna revive you now, okay? Oh boy, I'm hearing some steps here, guys. Oh my god, guys. Okay, are we... Am I hearing something? Oh, I think that guy spotted me. Nope, he didn't. Oh boy, two of them actually. I'm just gonna stay here. Just gonna chill here for a little bit, you know? Oh, he spotted me now. Ah! Okay, I got him. Where's the other one? There he is. Oh my god, no! Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Please pick me up. I think I'm gonna die, guys. So, at least we've seen our FPS here on low settings at 1080p in DirectX 12. And I think I'm gonna stop it right there. Okay, 241 FPS average, 172 FPS 1% lows. And in DirectX 11, we got 256 FPS average and 170 FPS 1% low. So it's pretty much the same. The average FPS in DirectX 11 is a little bit better, of course, as expected. That's what I expected here. I'm just gonna heal up a little bit here, and I'm just gonna do competitive settings right now. Okay, let's start this. Where? Okay, let's do this. Nice, one is down. One is down. Where's the other one? Where are the other ones? Oh, there's one of them. Ah, nice, we got them. Okay, we did it, my friends. Let's pick this up and drink it. So competitive settings still very smooth, of course. Don't get me wrong, you know, even if our FPS average are a little bit lower than DirectX 11, the game is still completely smooth. As you can see, there's virtually no stuttering. There's the occasional stutter here and there, but that's normal. That's been there since the beginning of days here for Fortnite and PUBG and stuff like that. Battle Royales with tons of people here are always a little bit prone to having a little stutter here and there. But yeah, it's not game breaking or anything. It's just something to keep in mind. No matter what your specs are, it's always gonna happen like once or twice per game. We're getting really good FPS still here at 1080p with competitive settings with the GTX 1650 Super. I think, as I told you already, you'll get the same FPS with something like a Ryzen 5 2600 in DirectX 12, because in DirectX 12 the game actually can utilize your CPU resources a little bit better than DirectX 11. So if you guys have a CPU bottleneck in DirectX 11, you might not have it anymore in DirectX 12. So that's a good thing, of course. It's a good thing that Epic also introduced this API in their game now, because many of you guys with older CPUs, from what I've seen so far, you've been telling me that you can actually play this game, whereas before it was just unplayable. Like dual core Celerons and stuff like that with something like a GTX 750 Ti were not playable in DirectX 11, but now in DirectX 12 they're smooth, you know, getting like 60 FPS or more, like the i5 2400 for example, which got like 60 to 80 FPS on average in DirectX 11, gets now like around 100 FPS on average. So that's really good to see. Okay, so talking about the average and 1% lows over here, we got 231 versus 247 in DirectX 11, so a little bit better in DirectX 11, of course. 1% lows, 163 versus 167. So our 1% lows are still pretty similar in DirectX 11 and 12. It's just that our averages are a little bit higher in DirectX 11. So, okay, medium settings right now. Let's do this. Let's stop the counting system and do it again. Okay, by the way, you're seeing like 70 something FPS. Wait a second, I'm just gonna restart it again because things are still applying here, so that's why we're seeing some stuttering here while changing to medium settings. So I'm just gonna do it again. Okay, we're good now, everything's smooth. And guys, I gotta tell you this, okay, there's still stuttering issues sometimes, god damn it. All right, I'm just gonna leave it like that, you know, it's just the experience that I'm getting right now. DirectX 12, medium settings, GTX 1650 Super, there's another big stutter there. Okay, then that's really not very usual. Maybe it's because of DirectX 12, who knows? But yeah, our 1% lows are really getting affected by those stutters. We really need to get out of the whipping woods, by the way. I don't really like that, but that's just how it is sometimes. 163 FPS on average is pretty damn good. I'm not sure if those stutters were still because the game was loading in the stuffs from medium settings, you know, but they're normalized right now. As you can see, they're around 100 FPS now. So yeah, okay, those were only like 2 stutters, not a big issue, I guess. So we're out of the whipping wood, so now we should be seeing a little bit better FPS. I just want to take a look at all of those trees at once and see how many FPS we're gonna get here. We're gonna go into the circle. Okay, please have some shields or something. Nope. Okay then. So alright, so looking at all of these trees over here, we're getting like around 140 FPS. That's not bad at all. So that's pretty damn good actually for medium settings with the GTX 1650 Super. This is kind of like the GTX 1050 Ti of today. So it's good to see that like an entry-level lower end cars for today's standards, you know, this is actually pretty similar to an RX 580, but you know, the 5700 XTs and the 2060 Supers are now the mid-range. So yeah, those are the like $400 graphics cards and are the X60 SKUs, of course. So those are the mid-range, so that means that our 1650s and stuff like that are gonna be the lower end entry-level cards for today. So okay, so that means that we're getting like RX 580 performance levels in these GPUs. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop the FPS counting system here because we're out of the whipping wood, so that's not really too accurate anymore, comparing it to DirectX 11 at least. And as you can see, 163 FPS average, 112 FPS, 1% lows. And on medium settings, we got 164 FPS average and 119 FPS, 1% lows on DirectX 11. So keep in mind that as we are out of the whipping woods, we might be getting a little bit less FPS here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I got him. Nice. Where are the others? Where are the others? The circle is coming. We need to go, guys. We need to get away from here. Oh no, our boy. Oh no, me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here again in the Battle Bus. 1080p medium settings without shadows are the settings that we're gonna be testing right now. So let's drop in our favorite spot. I can't tell you enough how much I love the Whipping Woods. It's the most amazing, most beautiful place in the entire world of gaming. After Pachinki, of course. People are very close to me, so let's start our 1% lows and average FPS here on medium settings. DirectX12 without shadows, and as you can see, it's pretty damn high. This GPU is after all like a GTX 1066GB, or performs in the ballpark of it at least. RX 580-esque performance as well. Those GPUs are just really good to play Fortnite with, so the 1650 Super doesn't really have any issue doing so as well. Alright guys, so outside here, as you can see, we are into like the 160s, 170s sometimes, so let's just take a little stroll around here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is there anybody else? Come over here, boy. Come, all right, nice. I got him. In like the feet or something, but I got him. Okay, so two of our boys are down. Can we help them out, guys? Why are you so far away from us, Blue Fire? Come over here. No bad guys around here? I don't think so. Let's go. Okay, so that's probably enough of medium settings without shadows, by the way. I'm just gonna try to hide here. I'm not sure if this is a good hiding spot, but okay. 179 FPS average, 121 FPS 1% lows, and we got 180 FPS average and 130 FPS 1% lows. Oh my god, in DirectX 11. So it's a pretty similar result, to be honest. Okay, so let's do high settings this time around. Start counting the FPS here. We're doing fine here, guys. Okay, so high settings is still very smooth, as you can see. Of course, if you have a 144Hz monitor or like a 120Hz monitor, I would still prefer to play it at medium settings or like low settings even, but still, you can still feel the smoothness of 90 something FPS here. If you have a 144Hz monitor, it's not gonna be like you're playing at 60 FPS or 50 FPS or something like that, or even 60 Hz. It's still gonna feel way smoother than 60 FPS, like in the 80s, even like 75 feels a lot smoother, so you can definitely tell the difference there. And yeah, it's still a very nice experience here with the 1650 Super, so I will have no problems playing on high settings. And if you want a graphical quality experience, you know, I think these are the adequate settings to play with the GTX 1650 Super. Oh, there's one of them. Okay. Oh my god, it's reloading. Can we do this? Alright, one of them is down. Come over here, boy. What are you doing? Is that a bot? He's just stood there. Okay, then. Let's do this, guys. Take a little stroll around the Whipping Woods. Maybe take our thumbnail somewhere around here, because I like thumbnails and they look pretty. And yes. You know what? This is kind of a decent thumbnail, I would say. Oh boy. Oof! Oh, my friends, I am just on fire with this today. Ah, I missed. Uh-oh. Now I'm in a bad position now. Oh my god, what to do? Guys, help, please. I'm just gonna heal up, guys. Shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have jumped off the bridge. Oh no! Oh god damn it. 87 FPS average, 1% lows of 63, as you can see there. And we got a 90 FPS average on DirectX 11 with 63 FPS 1% lows. So it's pretty much, again, the same experience. So, you know what? At this point, I actually feel like DirectX 12 is the superior API, just because it utilizes your CPU that little bit better. Alright, high settings without shadows, by the way, this time around. Oh boy, the guy's coming. Oh boy. No! You goddamn! Ah, that's annoying. Here we go, friends. Here we go. We're back at it again with the pistol, the gray pistol, and I got another gray pistol here, so we're gonna do this, alright? We've been seeing our FPS here in the Whipping Woods with high settings without shadows, so that was pretty decent. Oh, actually, this one is actually a green pistol, so that's better. Okay, I'm gonna pick up these mushrooms over here and take a look at the Whipping Woods again. 100 FPS looking at there, so if you have a high refresh rate monitor, of course, you're not gonna be above like 144 FPS all of the time. The Whipping Woods isn't really your friend in that situation, But still, okay, thank you. That's probably enough of our counting system there. 125 FPS, average 1% lows of 91, whereas in high settings with no shadows DirectX 11, we got 144 FPS average and 111 FPS 1% low. So that's quite the difference there. Yeah, it's still okay. You know, it's still an okay experience, and I would have no problems playing like this, obviously. And now, guys, we're gonna win this one, because that's the only thing left to do. I couldn't really. My boy's down. My boy Icy Zen. Okay, I got him. Oh my gosh, I'm so low HP, guys. Do you have some more things that I can use to heal myself with? Okay, there's some bandages there. I'm coming, blue fire. No! 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 Oh my god! How did that all miss? Okay then, let's get out of this one. It was a good effort, I guess. Once again, we are in the battle bus. I don't even know how many times we've died in this one, but yeah, we're gonna be playing here 1080p epic settings and epic with no shadows. Those are the only two settings left to finish this video. And let's go again, dropping in our... I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say this again, okay? Alright, epic settings here in DirectX 12. We're not dropping from 60. Guys, so that's pretty impressive as well. Let's do this. Page up to initiate our FPS counting system. Let's go. Let's grab some weapons here. Can we play at 1080p DirectX 12 always above 60 FPS? We're gonna find out really soon. If we get 60 plus FPS all of the time here in the Whipping Woods, we are gonna be good for like the rest of the map as well. So okay, so we're getting around like mid 60s to the 70s. Now we are in the low 60s. As you can see, our 1% lows are actually below 60, but we haven't seen it drop from 60 yet, but we will see, maybe. Okay, so this usually... Oh, okay, it's 59 there. Bushes are usually pretty demanding in this game, by the way, so that's why I went there, just to see if we dropped from 60. But alright, 59, 58, 57. Okay, so we do drop from 60 FPS here in DirectX 12 with the GTX 1650 Super. That's, you know, kind of a shame. I would like to see 60 plus FPS all of the time. I think on, yeah, I'm seeing right now the results of DirectX 12, and we did get 73 FPS average and 1% lows of 58 in this area as well. So that's quite the difference there, to be honest. So 51 FPS, 1% lows, and 66 FPS average so far. If you do have something like a i5 3rd gen or something like that, Ryzen 3 1200, even if you don't overclock it, it will be able to make this GPU the bottleneck in the system. So it will be able to not bottleneck the 1650 Super at 1080p epic settings in DirectX 11. So yeah, you can still play on DirectX 11 in these higher settings over here with this card as well. So if you want to play at higher settings, even if you have a slower CPU, I really recommend DirectX 11. I think DirectX 12 isn't still at that point in time that I would recommend it over DirectX 11. Okay, dropping the shadows from the equation again, it puts us above 120 FPS, so that's insanely high, you know. So if you do have a high refresh rate monitor, you can definitely play like this. Let's just see if it's actually better than DirectX 11, because I'm not sure about that. Are we good here? We're still in the 110s. As you can see, our average is at 111 right now, 80 FPS, 1% lows. This is decent. You know, it's not too bad, and the quality, the graphical quality is still okay. I don't really think that I like it too much. Like, I don't like it as much as high settings, for example. I prefer high settings with shadows enabled than epic settings without shadows enabled. But if you want to play like this, you can definitely do so. As you can see, it's very smooth. There's no stuttering. Can I get that guy? Nice. Okay, one shot. Can I get you, buddy? Nope. Okay, so, alright. He's just healing himself right now. We're just gonna move on then. And we got now an average of 114. And in DirectX 11, we got an average of 140. So, that's a massive difference over there again. Yeah, guys, I just, you know, I recommend DirectX 11 if you have something like a Ryzen 5 2600 overclocked to like just a minimal overclock to 3.8 gigahertz is enough to put you like above 200 FPS average on low settings. So the CPU is quite good even at stock. And yeah, unfortunately, I just don't recommend DirectX 12 in this one still. And so far, I think the only GPU that I saw getting a little bit of a gain in FPS was the RX 570. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a like if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will hopefully see you in the next one. And as always, I love you all. Bye-bye.